And there you go. After hearing that, you know where the humour level is in these sort of games. Welcome to Switched On, Paul speaking, and looking at a new game that's coming out today on the eShop, or actually a pair of games. It's the Prinny series, which came out on the Vita. It wasn't the Vita actually, it's the PSP I think, even before the Vita. This is from NIS America, and these games are spin-offs from the popular Japanese RPG strategy series Disgaea. It's two games, let's say, separate downloads. There's Prinny, Can I Really Be the Hero? And the second game is Prinny 2, Dawn of Operation Panties, Dooood. So there you go. There you go. If you've played Disgaea before, you'll kind of know why these games are titled as such. The sort of humour that runs through the Disgaea series is clear for all to see. We're going to show you some gameplay from both games, but I'm going to start with the first game, Prinny, Can I Really Be the Hero? As usual, played a few hours of this so far, done a good few levels. I say we'll have a look at Prinny 2 in a second. But to be honest, the games are incredibly similar to a fault, really. To the point that Prinny 2 could have just been an expansion pack to Prinny 1. There are a few little things that are different, but really basically the same sort of game. So these came out a good number of years ago, and I'll tell you why that may be a problem. It's a platforming game, as you can see, but one of the issues, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a good game. Both the games are good. I remember playing these back on the PSP back in the day. Oh, did I die? Problem is the jumping mechanics are very old school. So if I do a jump here, I can't correct my jump once I've committed to it. So you see here, I'm pulling back the opposite direction, turns me around, but doesn't. You know, I can't control the jump in the air. The jumps have got a fixed distance. There is a double jump, but you know, if you mistime or misplace a jump to a platform, and some of the platforming does get pretty tricky later on in the game, you're gonna be struggling. You need to do it. You get a ground and pound move. Let's get past this set of monsters. Little secret area here. If you hold down the R button and use a stick, you can have a look around. I'm not going to take a chance of jumping off the ledge blindly. So as well as your jump and double jump, and you saw some of my attacking mechanics. There you go. There's your problem right there. You can't adjust your jump in the air. You can't move or tweak your jump. So you've got to line these jumps up pretty perfectly, which, as I say, can get slightly tiresome. Unless you're really into your 2D platforming games. There we go. Don't want to hit that fireball. These points here are your like save points, checkpoints in the level. Now you've got a basic attack on Y. I can stop dying. Go back to the checkpoint. While I'm dying, let's talk about lives. You have 1,000 lives. You can see that in the bottom left-hand corner. Knock this dude out while he's throwing his spear. A lot of the enemies are like that. They've got weak points and certain ways to beat them. Let's say this one here can be attacked when he's throwing his spear. Let's move on from that one. And again, there's one of those dodgy jumps made up by a pixel. When you're in the air, as you can see here, as I've been doing, getting annoyed by these knights. You can, when you jump and you do your attack, the camera switches this kind of isometric tilted side on view. lets you do what they call air slashes, which is good for taking out enemies at a distance. Come on. Ah. So that's the reason you get 1,000 lives, because if you're rubbish at the game like I am, you're going to need them all. Ah. Come on, Tin Man. There we go. Knock him down. And away he goes. As I say, the jumping is the main issue really. The difficulty is fine, especially as I say, if you like your hard 2D platformers, you're going to be fine. Can't get rid of those knights; they're really annoying. But yeah, it's the tricky jumping. There is a story in the first game here. Your mistress, who looks after you. If you don't know what a Prinny is, by the way, they're souls of humans that have gone to the Netherworld, and they're deemed so useless that they're put into these, what they call Prinnies, but like penguin type bodies that self-destruct. As I say, if you've not played Disgaea, this is all going to sound pretty nuts. And the mistress who sort of commands you, she's lost her favourite dessert, and it's up to you to travel the Netherworld and recover the dessert. If you haven't guessed by the title of the second game, she's lost her panties, and again you travel the world, very similar to this. Trying to recover her lost panties. So ground pound, like Mario, so when you jump in, down and B will do a ground pound. As I say, graphically it's really nice, especially if you've played Disgaea, you'll know the style. And it's very faithful with the music. Damn. The music similarly, very much like Disgaea, sort of heavy rock. Suits the action quite well. Considering the age of the game, I think it looks great. They obviously remastered it a little bit here for the new release. But as I emphasise, it is a tricky game. I've never been a fan of really tricky platformers, to be honest. I find them quite tedious. Kind of stuck by this series due to its... Ah, it was so close. Due to its roots with Disgaea. Disgaea is a game I really love. If you've been around the channel, you'll know that. But there you go. Hopefully you get the idea. There's, say you get 1,000 lives to reach the boss. End of every level, there's a boss to take on. Again, they usually have a weak spot, which usually involves ground pounding them to weaken them or to stun them. Then move in for the kill, and you'll get a new ingredient for the world's best dessert. Oh, made it that time. See if we can get to the next save point. What I'll do is I'll switch over to Prinny 2 now, just to show you how similar that game is. So bear with me while we do a fabulous transition. So here we are. This is Prinny 2 Operation Panties, and no, your eyes don't deceive you. As I said, it's very similar to the first game. Certainly in terms of looks and mechanics. You've still got this awkward fixed jumping length that you can't sort of deviate from. One of the things that is slightly different in the second game here is the combo meter is slightly easier to build up. And then once you've built the combo meter up, you can see that at the bottom now, you can do some special moves, and so it's just a bit easier to pull off than the first game. But as you can see, the still get 1,000 lives. You still get these little skulls to jump on. The enemies are kind of the same, so it's very, very similar. It's a shame they didn't do these in a double pack, because I think they're so similar. Unless you really love the game, I don't know why, you know, you would necessarily buy both. And that's me being honest. If I had to pick one of them, I would probably just about recommend the second version. I just like the way some of the mechanics are very slightly refined, but that combo meter is easier to build up, so I do appreciate that. So there you go, you can see how both games are very similar. This Prinny, I'm not going to go through the titles again because I can't remember them. But there you go, that's the series of Prinny games on the Nintendo Switch from NIS America. They're going to come in at $20 and £17.99 in the UK. Out today, Friday the 16th of October. And yeah, as I say, if you like hardcore 2D platformers, or if you're a big fan of Disgaea, then definitely going to be worth checking out when they release. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please give me a like if you did, and subscribe if you're new. It'd be really appreciated. Leave me a comment below if you're a Disgaea fan or a 2D platform fan in general. And if you're going to be picking these ones up. And apologies again for my awful gameplay. So I'm not a particularly massive fan of hard 2D platformers. And it's even harder when you're talking and playing at the same time. So apologies for that. But I will leave the video there. Thanks for watching. And I will see you all again very soon. Thanks everyone. Bye bye.